I have some winners in my phone.
We're back.
It scared me.
We're in session, boys. DSD is back and better than ever. We're happy to have you, world. Thank you for joining. Make sure you're commenting, liking, subscribing, and moving up the chains. Let's go, DSD. All right, guys. We're starting with the NBA section.
Is that your journal?
You guys have no idea. For the podcast, I got a journal ready to go. All right. So, DBD.
Yes.
When is it actually time to worry about the Boston Celtics? Is it time yet? Because it should be.
I would say no, not yet.
Okay.
I would say maybe. I'll say after Christmas is when we really start to buckle down and get serious.
Yeah.
Who the Celtics play on Christmas? Great question.
Sixers probably.
Sixers.
I think it's Sixers.
Well, so easy.
Maybe Lakers, honestly, but
yeah. No, they're playing the Warriors. They're playing the Warriors. Yeah, so it's definitely the Sixers.
So yeah, pretty much. I would say after Christmas we will. We should get nervous, and I mean, who knows what's going to happen? We might get rid of some people, Rozier, Brown. We need to get our shit together, though.
Yeah.
I mean, help me out here.
What do you think? DFT?
So no one's worried about the Warriors, right? Warriors are sucking ass. So
But Houston too. Are you worried about Houston?
No, that's what I'm saying. They're not even in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
It's way too early to worry.
They're the 13th seed.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Literally, I got it written down if you don't believe me.
Yeah, I actually like the lineup that we had, and I've been getting in heated debates about this lately. I think that's the lineup you run with, especially while Hayward's getting healthy. No, it was Kyrie at the 1, Marcus Smart at the 2, while Jalen's a little banged up. Tatum at the 3. The 4 was Marcus Morris instead of Hayward, and then 5 Horford.
So on Marcus Morris for 1 second. Can we talk about how fucking good of a trade that was for Avery Bradley, who's been literally dead?
Yeah, he was a system player.
I couldn't even believe how good that trade. Because Danny Ainge just literally just screws everybody. And the same breath, Terry Rozier is part of the problem. Maybe what's going on there?
Yeah,
like they should move him.
I'm ready for him to go.
Yeah,
I have no problem moving him.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to move him in the offseason because that's our issue right now is we only have 1 ball.
Are they
That's why Marcus Morris is so good in the starting lineup and then it gives Hayward more shots while he's getting back with the second lineup, and it gives us defenders with Marcus Smart and him. We got more than enough offense.
The thing with Marcus Morris though is he has nuts of steel though. He'll literally shoot any
big.
He takes a game winner. It's in.
Sometimes he's frustrating to watch.
Yeah,
I mean, thinking about Rozier,
but he's literally smart though. He'll go 1 for 8, and literally the one shot he hits is the game-winning 3. It's just the way they do. Just balls.
Yeah, we should definitely get rid of Rozier. I'm trying to think. Think about it last year. So last year we had Rozier as the starter, and I can't think of the name of the backup point guard last year from Miami.
Yeah.
Baseball player's son.
Oh.
If this is gonna kill me.
Shane Larkin.
Shane Larkin. Thank God you gave me that. I was like,
he was good last year.
Well, yeah, but he was. So he was the backup last year. So
but he's a great backup.
Exactly.
Is that what you're saying?
What I'm saying
Scrappy
is
defender.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is we don't need Rozier as a backup. We can have someone else.
Well,
and we can get good stuff for him.
Exactly. What's the worst you're gonna get for Rozier? A first round pick? I mean, you can get a first round pick for him. You really can. Maybe unprotected one or something like that. But Rozier's good enough to be a starting point guard somewhere else. That's why all these
Spurs
people
would love him. There's a few teams that would love him.
Even the Suns would be perfect for him too, because I know Booker's been running the point, but they just need somebody to score with Booker. Even though DeAndre,
did you see what Booker said?
Yeah, he was he wants super team.
He's like, the super team's got to come to me. He said the super team's got to come to
DFD
Phoenix.
Called this for days though. DeAndre Ayton's literally about to break a record.
I said Phoenix was an up and comer, dude.
Definitely.
You were on the money about Ayton.
He's the only rookie ever to average.
I mean,
18
trying to say I was on the
money.
money though. He was the number 1 pick.
Well,
it's not like it was
they are in last place in the league.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but talent-wise,
they have
so
much potential.
The potential is Warren. DJ Warren's they have all these players that really can support.
They have a lot of good players that would help other teams.
Yeah. Speaking of that, if you watch back in the day, DSD called this that the Wizards are about to blow it up, all these things, but they're in playoff contention right now, but eventually they'll start falling down because they're probably going to trade them. The report was that every single team in the league reached out for Bradley Beal, and nobody's reaching out for John Wall. Apparently, just because Bradley Beal had
it's the contract.
Yeah, definitely.
He's making a super max right now. No one wants to pay him
he's
$40 million.
He's a better player.
Is he making 40? I'm pretty sure he's making 41
or 30. It's a good crazy
between
number.
38 to 42. I can promise you that.
But is he that much better than Bradley Beal? Bradley Beal might be the third best shooting guard in the league.
I compare Bradley Beal to Klay Thompson a lot, where like you don't never see Bradley Beal really handling the ball. Like he seems like a catch and shooter. I mean, I've seen him drive in here and there,
but he's also grown.
I've only ever seen him dunk once.
But he's grown his game though. He used to just be a shooter. Now he's like, dude, he was an all-star last year.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I just really think that like
I don't think you can really compare Wall and Beal.
I really think you can. Because
that's a debate right there.
Positions.
It's so hard to compare positions.
I can argue, that's what I'm saying. But like in comparative
are you getting his contract?
I am. It's actually $20 million.
It's still
he's
a lot.
going to get the supermax, which is 40. If he stays in Washington,
because
that's what I'm saying.
And he has a bird right to that. Yeah.
Oh, so a lot of teams don't want him because it's kind of like the Kawhi thing where he'll just be a rental player
his contract extension.
Well, it's the same thing as like Kyrie this year. Like he's gonna get the super max. You trade him somewhere else.
Can you believe this? His contract next year, $38 million, $40 million after that. 44 after that, 47 after that.
He's not even a top 5 point guard.
Insane.
He's not even close to a top 5
and then he's a free
top 10.
He has that upside.
So
but he's old.
Correctly. He's not.
He's not old. How old is he?
He's probably 30, right?
No, he's got to be like 27.
28.
Dude, that's like in the eyes.
He's getting there.
Dude, that's a bad contract. Like I'm just for talent alone. Bradley Beal, comparative to other shooting guards, I know it's like apples and oranges, two different positions, but he's a top 5 shooting guard, and John Wall's not a top 5 point guard.
Yeah, and with the contract and age, I agree.
The contract is an
25 for a fact.
If you're going player for player, I'm sure you would go for John Wall just because he's more raw talent. But end of the day, like you want.
It's
Bradley
a smarter
Beal
idea to get.
Definitely,
it's easier to get a point guard.
What do you think? Do you agree with that?
Agreed.
I'm with that.
Okay. So
good job, DSD.
Proud of you. I got this.
Good takes.
Woo, baby. This Kyrie Irving video is kind of going viral right now with him like leaning side to side, front to back. We have our fake news police eyes, like glasses on right now. Is it fake or real?
It's fake. There's no way.
I would say it's fake.
You
but if anyone could pull it off, it would be Kyrie.
I guess.
Yeah, but Kyrie's like, dude.
Because he's moving the world.
That's what I was about to say. He's trying to do this as he teamed up with someone as a conspiracy theory to try and say the earth is flat and that he can bend gravity laws and shit. Like,
DSD's
so
dude, as DSD, like you guys know, like the content gets better and better, like with all the picture quality.
You're a professional photographer.
There is so much shit you can do. Like, dude, they show videos of people getting hit by cars that aren't really being hit.
When Kobe jumped over the car.
Yeah. Or like if you guys ever see like like a Marvel movie, for example.
Oh, thank you.
That entire
like
fucking scene is a green screen.
What do you think about Saw when the guy cut his leg off? Did he actually do that, or was that?
It's fake. Fake news, baby. Fake news.
Do you think Kyrie's been to like Area 51 for years?
They let him in. They let him in.
He actually had. He literally pays a monthly rent for that place. Yeah. He lives there.
He was involved in the JFK shooting. He's just like that kind of guy.
Oh yeah, no, I love it.
All right, so I want to do a quick second on you posted this DVD about Bol Bol.
Bol Bol.
Quick strike here, and then don't have to jack a 3, but if it's in transition, and why not? They give Bol some space, and he drains it from Richardson. They get back out to Bol, straight on 3. Inside the Bol, isolated. Jump hook over Reed.
He's like a little overlooked. This dude can shoot. He's like
the whole Oregon is a bunch of freshmen that are really good.
Is he gonna get drafted this year, or like, or is he gonna play longer?
I don't know. It's too early, I think, to say college basketball draft.
No, but dude, he's 7'3" or something. He can shoot.
He was making it rain.
Like he can. He actually has a decent stroke, dude. Like it's not like an ugly ass one. Like
doesn't he kind of remind you of Thon Maker a little bit?
So similar, but
like looks like him too.
Dude, Thon.
So is it Manute Bol's son?
That's what I was.
Yeah, and you know what's pretty funny? This is for the DSD fans out there. I swear to God, on my life, my mom knows absolutely nothing about sports, to the point where like I have to tell her who Tom Brady is. Literally true story. We're sitting at a sushi place one-on-one, and then she goes, I'm talking about Bol Bol, and she's like, is that Manute Bol's son? And I'm like, no, like you idiot, like obviously not. And I look at him like, are you fucking kidding me? My mom, that was a snipe.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, because that's crazy, because Manute Bol was able to shoot too.
Was he? I thought he was just down.
Dude,
when
I worked as a dealer at a casino, one of the dealers said Manute Bol was playing craps. They said that he had to get on his knees in order to roll the dice.
Oh, because he would roll over.
He was so big.
He could probably reach his arms to the end of the craps table.
Exactly.
And you can just put the dice
just a
down.
funny story, but
that's really
well.
funny.
Look what DSD does. It gets your mom the knowledge. That's
Yeah,
what you bring to the world.
I bring shit to the table that can't be taught. You need to just absorb it, dude. It's just like this knowledge-based thing. Yeah. So we are gonna do a quick segment on pretenders and contenders on all the current teams in the league. So
we're going all, or we're just going to go specific?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's like obviously there's an Eastern Conference, Western Conference. I'm gonna pick randomly like 4 teams from each side, or 3, just to make it easier.
And before we do this, I would like to reiterate the fact that myself and DVD don't know what we're talking about. Like I take peeks at this notebook, but all I see are the standings.
So I actually did that on purpose.
This is legitimate as they come.
Okay, so we're gonna start in the Eastern Conference. Okay, so Detroit. Pretenders.
Well, can we get?
What do you want to do?
No, well, I just want to set some ground rules here because are we talking to win the championship? Are we talking to make the playoffs? Are we talking like for their own kind of?
Well, why don't you just say? Why don't you?
Well, but in your mind, they have a chance
to win it. Absolutely not.
Well, but
there's
why not
4
right now?
teams that have a chance to win.
So
like to make a run and like surprise in the playoffs. Okay, I would say definite contender.
Well, then the NBA sucks because there's only one team that can win.
That's what I was going to say.
But let's make it fun. Let's make it fun. So let's say a team that actually has
a run, like some potential here.
Okay, so yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Let's do if they're a legit team to make the playoffs, and if you think they're going to surprise some people, maybe winning a round or something like that. Because at the end of the day, it's just the Warriors and the Celtics are probably maybe have a chance, but let's just go down that road later. So
and you can say things you like about the team and what you think they need to maybe take the next step.
Okay, so let's start with Detroit. So just answer pretender or contender, DVD, and then we can go in depth afterwards.
I think they're a pretender.
Contender.
Contender. Okay, great. And I think they're a contender. I do. So you can go first, DFD. Why do you think they're a contender?
They got what a lot of teams don't have, and that's good big men. They got a good 4-5. Blake and Drummond. This is their first full season together, so this is the first time that we're going to actually see what.
And
they can
Blake
do
looks
in
like
the playoffs.
revitalized.
Yeah,
looks like he's back.
Yeah.
Added incentive for both guys, I would imagine. For Blake, injury missed, but Blake was there to stop him. That's his second.
It's unfortunate. There's the Blake. Look at how high he.
Yeah, I would say it's Reggie Jackson also, he can score and
he hasn't been anything because he's been injured. Like he's actually has an opportunity to do something.
Yeah. I think in the playoffs, let's say that they're a 6 and that they match up with
the Celtics. I think
the Bucks or the Celtics. They can win one of those series.
They're 1, 2, and 3 is just bad.
They're 2 and 3. Reggie's pretty good.
Reggie's okay.
Who's there too?
He's not
there too.
I know they have Reggie Bullock, who kind of sucks.
It's okay.
And then
their bench is bad.
Like Luke Kennard.
That's a dookie.
You're basing that off of you want Andre Drummond, Hack-a-Shack, Brad Stevens. Thanks, easy. Can't make a free throw. Blake Griffin.
Yeah, but Blake Griffin's been
Milwaukee.
What do you say?
Let's say the matchup. I'm not saying they're matching up with Boston.
I think Milwaukee's way better.
Of course.
You
couldn't see them beating them.
No, they're not. They're not a complete team.
See, I don't even think Milwaukee's that good. I
like Milwaukee.
I just think it's because if Giannis is that good that if they were on that team, they'd be absolutely garbage. I'm just saying like at least the Detroit has other pieces, not just Blake Griffin. That's my mindset on a lot of things.
Maybe that's just me being a little sour on my DVD puts in picks, by the way. Follow him at Daily Basketball Dosage. Pistons -1.5 L. Pistons -4 L. Pistons +3.5 L.
But that was one that's speaking. Forget him. All right, so I think they're contender as we all described. So let's pick another one.
Pretender.
The sneaky one on the board is Charlotte. Do we think that Charlotte's a pretender or contender? DFD, go first.
Pretender.
Okay, what do you think?
100,000,000%, 1,000 guarantee, lifelong pretender.
They're pretender, but I like Kemba a lot. I really do.
It's the only one.
Yeah,
Batum, he's good, but I like him, but his contract's just too much for his.
Yeah, I mean he's a nice player, but it just dude, it's a typical situation where
he's a role player.
Yeah, where the GM was a player at one point. or I know Jordan like owns the team, but he makes a decision. Like he makes terrible decisions constantly.
He's a great player. He's a bad GM.
Yeah, like I can tell you multiple situations
ever,
that.
Yeah, no one will ever
Can you
that.
cue the Jordan cry face? This team, man, they stink. Trash.
All right, so the next pretender or contender is the Milwaukee Bucks.
Contender. They can win the East.
Did you see who Chris Middleton, who's targeting him real hot next year?
The Lakers.
Yeah, free agent, and he's
a nice player. He's a nice shooter. I like him a lot.
Boston last year.
He hit that three
from like the top of the corner.
Yeah, I like lost my mind when that happened.
It literally was. I think there was like 0.8 seconds left.
Took it to overtime.
Yeah.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Looking. Middleton!
And we ended up
Celtics
winning,
won,
but still though it was crazy.
That shot was crazy.
Okay, let's switch gears and go to the Western Conference. Let's start with the Clippers, who have the best record in the fucking Western Conference. Are they pretenders or contenders?
Bruh.
What the fuck?
I'll tell you what, I've been fading them all the time, and I'm getting waxed. They're like super sneaky good.
It's because Boban's the MVP.
Tobias Harris and Gallinari compliment each other like so.
Gallinari
is so underrated. They're so sneaky. They're probably the two sneakiest players in the league.
So I don't know how to word this, but like I guess I have to say contender because like I like so many of their players.
Compared to where I thought they would be I didn't think they'd even be in the playoff contention. So they're a huge.
So can I just tell you Beverly? I hate Patrick Beverly, but he's a winning player.
Yeah, he's
no matter where he is,
he's gonna and he'll be good for the playoffs.
He's gonna go against Russell Westbrook. He gets in people's heads.
At this pace, I mean, they should make the 8th seed. I know it's so early, but it seems like they'll make the playoffs.
And that's contender for them making the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because their bar was so low to start the season.
I even think that they can make if they get a high seed like that, they might play, like example, like right now it's Sacramento. Like they can beat Sacramento in a series.
Well, Sacramento's not going to make
it. They're in the 8th seed right now.
Yeah, but Sacramento's not going to make it, though.
Clippers are number 1 overall.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying right now. I'm just saying right now.
Yeah, but let's say like.
Well, but then you look at it, and then I can tell you right now, Houston is 13th in the fucking Western Conference, and they're 9-10. So obviously it's really close. It could literally be like if you win one game, it goes up and down. It's so crazy to see how the Western Conference is tight.
So just so we know for the YouTube, we're going to cue the standings right here, so that you know what we're referring to. Let's see.
All right, so the next team, pretender or contender, is gonna be Memphis. Like, what the fuck, dude? They're the 5th seed. Supposed to be the worst team in the league.
Yeah, pretender.
They're garbage, dude. Like, I can't even believe that.
They won't make the playoffs.
Right? No, they definitely will. A pretender for days.
They're one twisted ankle away from losing
but I was just telling DVD, like, in all seriousness, like, you're gonna start giving Mike Conley a little bit more respect.
Well, yeah,
he was out for the season last year, and then they're doing well.
He makes $40 million.
I was gonna say he's the most overpaid player of all time.
Oh wait, who's more overpaid, him or John Wall?
Well, John Wall not yet. John Wall's still good this year.
Next year.
Will be when John Wall's 30, he's making 47.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so
So a question I have for you guys is I'm going to give you 4 teams in the Western Conference that aren't in the playoffs right now, and give me your 3 that will make the playoffs. I'm assuming all 4 of these will, but let's just say
crazy.
3 do.
It's 11, 12, 13, 14.
Well, no, I was going to say San Antonio, New Orleans, Houston, and Utah. I don't think Minnesota has a chance of making the playoffs.
San Antonio's not going to make it. They're not good enough. They only have DeMar DeRozan.
I don't think Minnesota's in. I think Minnesota's
no,
in.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't say
okay, can you repeat them?
So New Orleans, Houston, Utah, and San Antonio. I think it's the first 3 will end up making it.
I do too. I agree with yours. I think that Spurs are the one that don't make it. I think that Pelicans are so good at home, but they're so bad away. I don't know if you guys knew that they've lost 1 home game, I think, and they've won 1 road game.
It's just crazy to think that you have that generational talent in Anthony Davis and you can't win games. But like, dude, they're just getting used to it. I'm so confident that this is going to be completely different. Like, the Lakers are the 7th seed. They're only 1 point away from 1 win away from 4th place, and then 2 points away from 13th place. Like, it's that close.
There are 2 wins. We'll talk about OKC making a run.
Yeah.
Started off 0-4.
OKC is a nice team, but all right. So we're gonna conclude this note. So basically for all DSC stuff, make sure that you're just following, subscribing, liking, doing all the good stuff because we need your content, we need your support, we need everything. Really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much, and talk to you next time.